Angles and angle measure. Number 1, draw and find angles in standard position. And number 2, convert between degrees and radians. So the first thing we need to look at is something called angles in standard position. So angles in standard position so if we draw this is our X and our Y, and we're going to label these in degrees. So this is not 0 degrees, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, and 270 degrees. So from 0 along the X, the positive, this is called the initial side. So this angle here, if I draw an angle, let's change my pen. Okay, so if I drew an angle that came from here and I came this way, this is counterclockwise. The angle is going to be positive. Okay. So we can say that this here is the vertex, the origin. And then this side here, which is on the negative side, we can say this is the terminal side. So you have the initial side on the positive X and you have the terminal side on the negative. So these lines here are called rays. So let's have a look. So first of all, this is my X and my Y, 0 degrees, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, and 270 degrees. Let's change my colour pen. So if I was to draw an angle of a positive angle of 120 degrees, I'm going to go around to 90 and then just a bit past. So my angle is probably on this line here. So let's just draw that in. So this line here and this line here. So my angle there, 120 degrees. Okay, this is counterclockwise, it is positive. So it's rotated and said counterclockwise. So let's have a look at the other one. Now, if I had, let's draw another one, X and Y. So I'm going to look at a negative angle this time. So this is 0, 90, 180, and 270. So if we had, for example, minus 145. So this is going to go clockwise. So remember, negative clockwise, positive counterclockwise. So this angle, if we were to draw it, okay, it would come from the initial ray on the initial side, and then it is going to come around 140, so 90, and then 90, so probably roughly here. So this angle here would be minus 145. So these are the two. This is the angle measures, the key concepts. Okay, example 1. Draw an angle with a given measure in a standard position. So we have 215 degrees. So the first thing we're going to do, 180 is half a turn, and then we need to add on an extra 35 degrees to get to 215. So this is what it's going to look like. X, Y, let's change our pen. So we'll have 0, 90, 180 and 270. So our angle, okay, is going to start from 0. And it's going to go all the way around to 180. And it's going to go an extra 35. So here, this angle here is about, we'll say 35. So from here all the way around, it's going to be 215 degrees. And it's counterclockwise. So let's have a look at the second question. So this says minus 40 degrees. So let's draw, this is X and Y. 0 degrees, 90, 180 and 270. So our angle is going to start here, but it's negative. So this time it's going to go clockwise. So 40 degrees is going to be about here. So this angle here is going to be minus 40 degrees. So this is negative and it's counterclockwise. So, guided practice. Okay, so we have guided practice 1A, 80 degrees. So 80 degrees, we're going to draw our axes and label. So we've got 0, 90, 180 and 270. So our angle is going to start from 0 and it's not quite going to reach 90. So this angle here is positive. This is counterclockwise. And this is 80 degrees. So let's look at the second one. This is minus 105. So again, we're going to label X and Y. We're going to write in the values. So 0, 90, 180 and 270. And we're going to draw in the angles. So we start at 0. But this time it's negative. So it's going to go counterclockwise. So 90 is here. So, and then it's going to go a little bit past. So 90, so this is about, say 15. Okay. Actually, that may be a little bit wide. Make it a bit narrower. So we'll say that's 15 to there. So this from here to here is minus 105. So example 2, it's a real world question, wakeboarding. Wakeboarding is a combination of surfing, skateboarding, snowboarding and water skiing. So one manoeuvre involves a 540-degree rotation in the air. Draw an angle in standard position that measures 540. Well, first thing we're going to do, we're going to draw and label 180 and 270. Now let's have a look at this question. 540 degrees. Now a full turn is 360. So what we need to do is subtract 360. And if we subtract 360, that'll leave us with 180. So we know 540 is equal to a full turn plus half a turn. So we need to draw this. So the angle, okay, is going to go from here. And we're going to draw this. So we're going to go round a full turn and then around a half a turn. So we've gone round 1.5 times. So this angle is 540 degrees and it's positive. So guided practice number 2, draw an angle in standard position that has a measure of 600 degrees. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to draw my axes and I'm going to fill in the degrees. Now we're going to look at this number. So 600 degrees. Now we need to subtract 360 and that's going to leave us with 240. So 360 and 240. So we know we're going to do a full turn. So 240, if we subtract 80 from that, 180 from that, sorry, we will have 60. So we're going to do 360 plus 180 plus another 60. So we're going to start from here. And it's positive. 600 is positive, so we need to go counterclockwise. So let's just write that there, 600. So we're going to go a full circle, 180 plus another 60. Now I would say, if we wanted to say 60 degrees is probably about there. So this line needs to continue around to here. So that's going to be 600 degrees. And this angle from there to there is 60.